Here's how we help Neighborhood Dental, a small DSO located in South Dakota, expand to more locations and boost not only their website traffic, but their overall visibility, calls, and most importantly, the revenue that they generate. Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I'm the Chief Strategist and Growth Specialist here at Marketly Digital. And I really want to show you why having an omnipresent approach for your practice is so important. When clicks turn into real growth, that's where we see not only people start to smile a little bit more, right? We see practices a lot happier, but we also see the growth in real numbers and metrics. So this specific DSO, it's a small DSO with around 8-9 locations. They saw not only more online appointments being booked, which of course is more important, but we also saw a massive increase in production. And that really is the most important thing, right? When you as a practice owner see the growth in the revenue being generated and having those patient counts across multiple locations go up. So here's a little bit of the story. I wanted to kind of go through the background of them. They wanted to expand their locations of dentistry without delay, not having to wait for treatment, not having to wait for appointments months in advance. And they really wanted to focus in specifically in South Dakota. They had really a stagnation, right? So they kind of got to a point where growth plateaued and they weren't able to get over that plateau and get the growth that they really wanted. So they came to Marketly. We were able to create a strategy specific to their needs, where their online presence wasn't having the measurable growth that they wanted to be able to see. They weren't able to hone in on, okay, what's working, what's not working, why is it not working, and how can we change that? They saw an inconsistent strategy across multiple offices. They were working with a number of different agencies. Each one was using, some tactics here and there that might work, that didn't work, that weren't trackable at all. And they really wanted to be able to see one cohesive strategy come together. They needed a partner that would be able to help them to grow smarter and to scale intentionally. And that's exactly what we were able to do. So some of the things that we did to help is we built them a website that had user experience at its core. We focused in on what their patients wanted to see, what they were looking for, and then we were able to build that platform so that they could get to where they needed to be a lot faster. We provided weekly and monthly consulting. We helped them to understand the industry insights, what they needed to focus on, how they needed to make the changes so that they could get the production that we wanted to make happen for them. We consulted with them. We worked with them monthly on targeted ad campaigns. So instead of just blindly throwing out some money on some Google search ads and hoping that it sticks, we were able to work with them and focus on conversion rate optimization. We kept communication consistent. We were very, very clear, deliberate about what we were offering and what we were recommending. And we wanted to make sure that most of all, we were collaborative with them, working with them. We offered tailored SEO recommendations that moved the needle. You see, all these other agencies, they were offering tactics, right? They had products, they had solutions, but none of them worked together to create a strategy that actually moved the needle. And that's really where we took them to a different level. We worked hand in hand with their internal marketing team to be able to implement all of these strategies. And just some of the wins that Neighborhood was able to see is a 6% increase in engaged website sessions. And this was year over year. So this is a continued scaled growth that they were able to see. They had a 41% boost in social media traffic. They had a 48% visibility growth across their Google business profiles, meaning that they were a lot more visible in their local SEO. So when someone's searching dentist near me, best dentist near me, cosmetic dentist near me, dental implants near me, any of those variations, they were experiencing a much higher level of growth across those different platforms, which then translated into more new patients. They had a 19% growth in phone calls coming from those Google business profiles and a 25% growth in website clicks as well. 35% increase in people requesting directions from their Google business profile. And that's just some of the wins. That's just kind of scratching the surface. So when we look at how they're growing, what we were able to see is that they had a massive growth in production. So they were able to add close to $1 million in production to their practices. They had a higher reappointment rate. We were able to look at the metrics and look at the statistics and help them to tweak their hygiene reappointment, help people to really focus on the retention aspect of things and have that attrition go down so that their revenue goes up. They were expanding their footprint with multiple new locations, and they're still growing with more new locations coming up. So it's really nice to see them have those wins. You can see Hannah was one of the marketing directors. This is their internal marketing team, and her own words is just saying partnering with us has opened a lot of doors for growth, and that's exactly what we wanted for them. We can see some of the things, just some communication coming back and forth here as well with Hannah and the account manager, just helping us out, right? Really directing the strategy. So my question to you is, can you get results like Neighborhood did? Absolutely. And if you're ready to do that, if you're ready to see strategic growth, measurable, scalable growth, then schedule a discovery call today. You can scan the QR code on the screen and book a call on Shannon's calendar. I will jump in on those calls as well. And let's create a strategy. Let's create a blueprint for your success.